All right. Why most people fail at flipping houses? All right. So most people think that you need money, that you need experience or connections to build a successful house flipping business, but that's not separates from the ones who make it from the ones who end up quitting. If you're trying to break into real estate and you keep thinking, I didn't grow up around this kind of stuff. I've never done a real estate deal before. I don't have the background credentials or the network like other people might. This video is for you because I used to believe the same things. But what actually changed everything wasn't another real estate tactic, wasn't another real estate guru teaching me something because I didn't need another real estate tactic. I needed a transformation. And that started with how I thought, how I showed up, and what I believed was possible. Let me walk you through the real reasons why some people take off in this game and why others never even get past the starting line. I used to think success came down to information, how much stuff I could pack in my brain. So I kept watching YouTube videos. I kept consuming the podcast. I kept collecting all these different strategies, but not moving anywhere. I also had this limiting belief that success was for people who had something I didn't have. Maybe they were gifted or born into the right family. They had construction experience, a super rich uncle, or something I couldn't see. Meanwhile, I was trying to break into an industry without a blueprint. I had just lost my job and I had a family to take care of. And I knew deep in my gut that I had to figure this out because I wasn't going to let my family down. That's when it hit me. Success in this game is not about what you have. It's about who you become. You can become the kind of person that will win. The kind of person who doesn't give up, who keeps showing up, who learns from every setback, who refuses to let fear be that final decision maker. Let me give you an analogy I like to use. When I first started playing guitar, there's this rite of passage that every guitar player has to go through. I remember how bad my fingers hurt because you take the most sensitive part of your finger and you press it real hard against these metal strings. And at first it feels brutal. The strings dig in, they cut into your fingers. You can barely touch anything afterward. You sliding them up and down. Feel like razor blades. And that pain, that's exactly why most people quit. They think they're not cut out for it. They assume something's wrong with them. They think maybe I just don't have it. But the truth is nothing's wrong with them. They just haven't stayed at it long enough. Because once you start playing, something starts to happen. Your fingers start developing calluses. That sensitive skin gets tougher. What used to hurt like crazy starts to feel like normal. You can play a little longer, then eventually you're playing for hours without even thinking about it. That's the same in real estate. At first, everything feels awkward. Every call is nerve wracking. Every appointment feels like a test. And that internal resistance makes you want to quit. But there's nothing wrong with you. It just hurts because it's unfamiliar. And that's where most people quit before they ever build up the calluses. So you don't build confidence by sitting on the sidelines. You build it by showing up and struggling and adjusting and pushing through that. And eventually, the things that once felt impossible become second nature. That's what happened for me. I had to stop chasing comfort and start chasing growth. I had to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a business owner. I had to ask better questions. Where can I learn this from? Who can I learn from? What is in my control today? That mindset shift, that mindset shift led me to people who were already doing what I wanted to do. So I got around them. I studied them. Some of them I paid for their knowledge. I listened, and every day I showed up and I got better, even when it was hard, even when I doubted myself, because I knew the alternative: stay stuck, stay broke, keep struggling, and carry the regret of never trying. That wasn't an option for me. I hope it's not for you. I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. I had a family to take care of. I had to win. So I made a decision. And that decision was this: come hell or high water, I will be a house flipper. I had no backup plan. I had no plan B. I decided to burn the boats. We can't go back. We gonna burn the boats right now, so we can't go back. And I stayed locked in. I learned the blueprint and I stuck to it. I followed the schedule. I focused on my effort. I believe in sowing and reaping. That's biblical. That is a law that's going to always transcend. The Bible is the best place to learn how to build a business and to build wealth. It's the ultimate wealth tool. If you do the right things, this is what the Bible says. If you do the right things over and over and over, and you stay consistent, and you stay focused, and you stay faithful, the results have no choice but to follow. What? So if you're watching this right now, wondering if you're cut out for this, let me be the one to tell you, you are. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to know everything. What you do need to do is to commit. Because once you do, everything changes. If you're serious about building a house flipping business, but you're stuck trying to figure out what to focus on, how to move forward, I'm offering a free 15-minute clarity call. We can take a look at what you're doing, what's missing, and what needs to shift so you can start making real progress. The link is in the bio. Book the call and let's talk about it. All right, y'all. I will see you on the next video. Peace.